Okay, so today I had my hair up in a ponytail. It was curlier, but I ride with my windows down, so it was all over the place. My daughter fixed my hair. It looked cute. It did. Sort of like the side ponytail that I had. The first shot of it was actually curly, but when I went to the store, I had the windows down, and it just went because I didn't put hairspray in it. But anyways, my point was today I got my hair done by my daughter. She curled it up. It was cute. I went to the VA hospital earlier today before I got my hair curled for the Move program to watch my weight, kind of lose weight. And then they gave me this counter thing. Let's see. Let me take it off my pants. To count how many steps I take in a day. I gotta keep track of it. So that's from the time I actually got it from the VA hospital to now. That's how many steps I had took today. So yeah. Then what was it? I went I came here because Tylee wanted me to give her a back massage. So I was like, well, why don't you let me do a facial? And by the time I got back, because I came over here to pick up the stuff to do a facial, then she was like, I don't want a facial. I mean, not a facial. I don't want a back massage. So I was like, okay. She said she wanted a facial and she wanted her feet massaged. So I pulled out my gloves, my Dollar Tree gloves, and they're latex gloves, and gave her a foot massage first. After I finished that, I pulled those gloves off, threw those away, and I prepared the stuff for a facial, and I gave her a facial. Well, then, after I gave her her facial, I went to go smoke a cigarette. Here goes Dee. I want a facial. So I gave Deidre a facial too. Both of them were like, When I was finished with Dee Dee, she was like, wait a minute, that's it? I'm like, I took like almost 20 minutes doing her facial because I gave her a massage, but she was so relaxed. She was like, I can't believe that you stopped, because I had her in the reclining chair over there. So I just sat behind the reclining chair in another chair and massaged her face. But they're relaxed. I'm like, darn, I need one. Because it started off with, I wanted my forehead massage and my scalp massage because I had a slight headache. I still kind of have a headache, so I need to drink more water today. But I'm just like, I got a 10-minute scalp massage and forehead massage from Tylee. Although she didn't use lotion or anything to make it smooth, so her finger kind of felt a little rough. It was like, I almost felt like telling her to shampoo my hair and put conditioner in it just to massage my scalp. But it's like, forget it. Now I'm tired. But I know, I don't know what I did yesterday, but I was snoring last night, like something serious. I woke myself up like 3 times last night snoring. I was like, darn. When you can sleep and you actually hear it in your ear that you're snoring, you're like, startle yourself like, I know there's no one here with me. Like, was that me? Yup. So anyways, that's what I did. I was snoring. So anyways, I had a pretty good day, except for they canceled my appointment for me to see my plastic surgeon because they keep trying to postpone my surgery for this lump over here due to the fact they want a psychologist to clear me to go and get surgery. I don't believe that they should be able to do that because it's not like I'm getting a breast augmentation. It's not like I'm getting a facelift or a neck lift, which would actually pull my skin tighter and probably change the structure look of my face in any way, shape, or form. It is only to pull the lump out that's there. So that is an issue. I don't believe any other person should have to go through that if they need surgery on something on their body. The only thing I think if they need psych evaluations for, especially for acne, if that's how it's going to go, is if they were doing a sex change, getting breast augmentations, facelifts or neck lifts, or any alterations of their face, like their eyes or their nose or their lips or anything like that, or ears. But really, anything else like that lump, no, they do not need a psychologist telling them, oh, you can or you can't, especially when we know it's a known fact that the psychologist will sit there and look at people that are sick and then just tell them it's all in their head, when you can physically, visually see that they're sick. And not sick like as in sick in the head, like having ringworms or lesions on their bodies, bluish greenish skin, which they know the Lamisil or terbinafine can change the color of their skin to make them look healthy again. They've got the dewormers that will help to clear up those lesions or ringworms. So there's no excuses. If they wanted their skin to be tighter, there's even the Retin A that can tighten up the skin. But some people choose the option of, Epsom salt kind of preserves the skin. But if you start at a younger age, then you look younger as you get older, instead of waiting till you get old and then going, oh, I didn't know that, by the time they have a bunch of wrinkles on their face, or on their body, period. Or just knowing that when the males go to the restroom and their urine smells like ammonia, that geez, they need an antibiotic and probably something else, and you can smell it out in the hallway on 7 North, and that's in the men's restroom. That is kind of sad, especially when you got me, when I was up there doing my research, study, and development as a patient, having to scream at the patients and at the staff about the problem. After a while of being there, I noticed the restroom didn't stink as often, didn't smell that bad. It was only when a new person came off the floor. And yeah, I still had to scream and yell. That's what a vent counselor does. Although we have to receive the same thing. So believe me, like when I was explaining to a patient, and I didn't scream at them, I just explained to them what was going on with them. He called me a bitch. I was not mad, because I know that the situation he had was much larger. His stomach looked like my stomach when I was pregnant at about 6 months. So, and he had something else growing inside of him, and it wasn't any tumors. So, knowing that that was a living thing inside of him, I don't mind that, because I know he was in more pain and suffering, because every time that thing moved, sometimes he was stuck walking bent over because it was giving him pain. But when you could actually see that thing moving across, like in his stomach, like changing positions, nah. Because he didn't want to speak it out loud or anything, but he damn sure lifted his shirt up to let us see. And you could see the knots moving. It's like sections, like, dude, they are so messed up, especially when they'd already cut them straight down once and crossed twice and didn't remove it. It's like, why would they even do that? Why didn't they get a tank to try and a hose, a tank to put it in, and a hose to try and, like, either if they're going to try and save the intestines, because no, not telling how long it was, to squeeze it out, or cut from one, like about a foot on one end of the intestines to a foot on the other, if it was still long enough to be able to connect the back. without harming them and still having the tank to throw it in. That's the issues that they're dealing with up there. That type of stuff. I'm like, and they really think I'm just gonna be like, oh, okay. No, at this point in time, that would be Gaudiism, Gaudiology. And that's the one thing I forgot to put in the definition about the parasites and things like that. That's what the psychologists have a problem with. A majority of them. They play God too much with people's lives and not government of departments. That is the main issue. Those people need to be corrected. So yes, NACNIA has been counselors, and I am so glad of it because we need more of them. And I need my pay. I think I'll call the IRS tomorrow to get my IRS code so I can go ahead and get that straight. Alrighty, bye.